everyone.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, everyone. We are so happy to have you with us here today. In case you are new around here, I am Hillary Buchholz, and I'm here with Patty Quinn.
Hello, everybody.
And we are the co-founders of We Heart Hounds, and we are so ecstatic to have an awesome return guest here with us today as well.
We are. Oh my gosh. So happy to have you back, Lisa from Walkee Paws. Lisa Baronoff from Walkee Paws is here with us again to tell us all the wonderful things about all the great stuff that's going on. And we can't wait to hear more all about it. There's lots to talk about today. I'm super excited. Thanks for being with us today, Lisa.
Thanks for having me. I love being on your show. Thank you.
Oh, you're so sweet. That's great. So I don't know why I'm just jabbering on today. It's not even Friday. So I just wanted to say for anyone who's not familiar with Walkee Paws, you have to go check them out. Lisa was an amazing inventor and has created these wonderful adjustable fit dog leggings. The booties never fall off, right? So you can protect your dog's paws from heat and mud and ice and all kinds of other things we're going to talk about today that are really important. Before we jump in to some of the new stuff that's going on at Walkee Paws, maybe if you could give folks a refresher about what Walkee Paws are, and we can talk a little bit about that.
Sure. So Walkee Paws are essentially the world's first doggy legging. They're an all-in-one dog boot legging. So the boots, the leggings, and you'll see over there the coat now as well, which is new, but they all connect together over your dog's back. And this is showing you how dogs take a little while, a few seconds to get used to them. And then soon after that, they go.
Look at that. That's awesome.
Once they get used to the feeling on their feet, they sort of take off.
Yeah. Well, it's just like any booty, right? It takes just a little bit of time for them to get used to it. And then and then it looks like they love it. And I love all the different colors and styles and everything you have too. Those are really fun.
Yeah. Those are the heart ones over there. And then we have, several different colors and patterns. And what's great is, as you can see, they suspend over the dog's back. So they don't need tight around a dog's ankle like a traditional booty, because then they're inevitably going to fall off. It's very difficult to keep all booties on the legs, but because these suspend over your dog's back, once you've taken the time initially to adjust it to the right tension, they stay on. And if by any chance one legging comes out, it's hanging attached to all the others, so you can just slip it back again. So you're not.
I love that.
A dog boot, so.
Yeah, I've had that same, I don't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry. I'm just really excited to talk about this today. Only because we've had the same issue where not only do you lose the boot, but even if they keep them on, they get stuffed with snow and ice and all that kind of stuff. And so when you're taking them off, there's all this, frozen weather that you're bringing into the house and mud and everything else. And the booties are the leggings, are longer on your dogs, and they protect your dog's fur from all that frozen snow and ice getting onto their legs. Yeah, I love that. I think it's so important.
To show you that, so the bottom is waterproof, so that's like a regular boot, but then we also have a water resistant legging that goes up the dog's leg, so it's covering the dogs, as you say, from getting snowballs. And often it's not only the paws, it's like you'll come home and the whole leg has got all these snowballs, and you have to put your dog in a warm bath to soak them off. Yeah, so
exactly. Or dig through the snow to find the lost booty. It's like trying to find it. I think this is a phenomenal product, and so happy to have you back again to share not only what they are, but all the wonderful fun things that are happening currently at Walkee Paws, especially since there's still winter out there. We're still facing the winter weather, even though these are great in the snow or in the sun and the heat too.
Yeah, and I was kind of going to jump into that, because a lot of times we think of booties for the winter, but these really do protect for all kinds of things. So obviously hot weather, and both Patty and I used to live in Phoenix, where it was extreme hot temperatures and things like that. So you really have to be aware of, how dangerous that can be for your pups as well. But I think you've really kind of tapped into something where they can protect for all kinds of things that maybe we haven't even thought of yet. So
Yeah, it's so interesting you bring that up, because when we first launched Walkee Paws, it was because I had a problem with my dog during the snow and getting snow melt chemicals on his paws, and I couldn't find that would. And I really thought this would become a product for the snow. And we have sales throughout the year, and people are using them for all sorts of different, reasons, not only to keep mud out of the house and to protect from hard pavements, but also, there are things like burrs and those little plants that sort of dig into dogs' fur and paws, and to protect them from allergens in the summer. But then, shockingly, very recently, in the last 2 weeks, one of my customers in New York reached out to me and said, thank goodness for Walkee Paws, because of this thing called, and I've got to look what it's called again. It's like it's a situation, it's called stray voltage, because I've just researched it. And it's happening a lot in Manhattan, where there's a lot of instances of dogs just getting electrocuted. They're walking on the street, doing their own thing, and suddenly they start yelping and jumping. Horrifically, there have been a couple of dogs that have died. There was a dog, this month that apparently got electrocuted, had a heart attack and a stroke right away, and passed away. So it's a really big problem. And then I've been doing some research into it. It's because of salt and snow getting into old electrical wiring under the ground.
Right.
Often it's on the electrical grates, apparently, but sometimes it's not. So they're calling it an invisible, issue.
That's a stray part of the voltage, right? It's just kind of, it can be completely invisible. You don't have to just walk over the metal grate. It could be just in the air in that area. Yeah.
So then a lot of these, vets and articles are saying people are protected because we wear shoes with rubber soles. Right. So this customer reached out to me, said she's now putting her dog in the Walkee Paws because they are, rubber, the soles. And they stay on. So that's like another unfortunate, crazy reason, to put your dog in booties, which I would never have even imagined when I launched this product. It wasn't something I was thinking of. So there are a lot of reasons people use them. And I think one of the bigger ones, which is very interesting, is just to keep your home clean and, and sanitary, because I know for me, I love my dog like crazy. He sleeps in my bed every single night. Yes. And it's really nice to get into bed with him, knowing his feet are not bringing all the streets of Manhattan, into my bed with me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a little bit different when you live in the country, although maybe not so much. There's lots.
Yeah, there's plenty of things they can drag in from anywhere.
Exactly.
Crazy what dogs step into. We had one of our customers reaching out a while ago and saying, thank goodness, because she went out, her dog went out, came back, and there were, the boots were covered in brown, and she thought it was mud. And when she, on closer investigation, it was actually like the dog had stepped in all this poop outside. And my goodness. Because I have wall-to-wall carpeting, and I didn't want
to
dog stepping.
No, there's so many benefits. I mean, and it's amazing, and it's got to do your heart good to know that solving one problem that you had is now solving lots of problems for lots of people. I think that's just fantastic. I really do. And you continue to just keep going and going.
Yeah. So as you were mentioning, like, obviously you have some new things that have recently come out, and we've had super cold weather around here. So I am very interested in this latest new product that you have.
So last year around this time, I had a problem because it was snowing a lot. It was really cold, and I would put my dog, that's Stir Fry, my dog, his Walkee Paws on, and then I put our puffer coat on top of his Walkee Paws, and it just took a little bit of time. So I came up with the idea this year to sell a fabulous puffer coat that Stir Fry's wearing. The puffer coat can be worn by itself, and it's great, but it also has little hidden buttonholes. You can see here. I'm putting my finger.
Okay.
Yes. 4 little hidden buttonholes in the puffer coat. So people can buy the attachable leggings, and that's what the packaging looks like. Let's angle that correctly. Buy the attachable leggings. And what the attachable leggings are a set of 4 attachable leggings. So they look like this.
Oh, okay,
There's this little loop here. So essentially initially it's a little bit of work. You have to loop this through each buttonhole, loop it back down again, get it to the right. But thereafter, this is attached to the leggings. So it forms a snowsuit. So all you need to do is slip your dog's coat over the back, the 2 Velcro loops, put the paws in, and off you go. And then when you come home, what we did on the coat as well is we have this really handy little loop here. So you sort of come home, you can hang it on your door, and it's all ready to dry and go again. And then we've got a
Yep.
really cool thing on the coat here where you can fold it to make it shorter or make it longer.
Oh, what a great idea. Yeah.
This is for the because very often you don't know exactly where the harness is coming out. So
Right. Right.
So that's and right now on the website, because it's getting to the end of winter, although there's still a lot of snow coming, we have 20% off. If you buy both the coat and the attachable leggings together, there's a 20% off coupon.
Oh, fantastic.
That's awesome.
And then what we launched as well, which is super cute, is my favorite, is our little puffer hat. And what's cute about the hat is there's like 2 little holes here for the ears.
Those are adorable.
I love that.
And then the little adjustable strap here on the neck, they really stay, the cat stays on. And then it's also lined, so it's water resistant.
Oh,
so
nice.
That's been
nice.
I get a lot of compliments when Stir Fry wears his. I had one person who was driving in Manhattan, rolled the window down and said, "That dog needs a red carpet. He's the best dressed dog."
Well, and I have to say, we have the leggings, but we also have the Walkee Paw leash. That is probably my husband's favorite leash of all time. And in fact, we were traveling last year with it, and thought we left it on the top of a car when we were getting gas, stopped at a gas station as we were traveling, and we couldn't find it. And so I ordered a second one. We ended up finding the first one. So now we have 2, but we love. It's got a padded handle. It's really, the quality is made so nicely, and it's got really fun pattern on it. So everything you make is just really super high quality, which I really love. And it's so thoughtful in your design. So,
yeah.
I mean, even to the point of not knowing where the harness might be looped, so you have a zipper right on your coat to make sure that no matter what somebody's using with it, that coat will work with it as well. And the
long body dog. So having that be adjustable so you can make it shorter or longer as you need to it's just, you really have put a lot of thought and consideration into all of your products, which is awesome.
Yeah. And so the other thing that I really love about some of the designs and products that you have is it's not just all outdoor gear, right? You've got some for inside as well. What's the inspiration behind the indoor gear that you have?
So, it's sad looking at that. That actually is my late dog, Toffee. He's a spaniel. He passed away about 2 years ago, actually. So in the latter part of his life, he was 16 in this video. He was having a really hard time getting traction on wooden and tile floors because he really would not be able to get that traction. And often, we find him just frustrated lying in a heap, like he couldn't get up to go to the bathroom. It was awful. So at that point, I had the idea to do an indoor Walkee Paws. So it's essentially exactly the same construction going over a dog's back, but instead of rubber booties, we have, and I can show you here, we have little socks with grippies for traction.
Okay, sure. Okay. Yeah, they're kind of like the slipper socks that people wear, right?
Exactly. It's like the grippy socks. And the other reason that this sort of came to being is a lot of customers were reaching out and saying, "Can I use these indoors for the regular Walkee Paws?" Okay. And I was like, "I don't really want you doing that because it's a rubber. That's rubber. It's intended for outdoors. It's not intended for your dog to be in all day long." So these are intended to be, they're comfy, they're cotton, they're super, super
they're breathable, all that. Yeah.
And then we launched them initially about a year ago. And we got very good feedback, but some customers did say to us, it's very hard because sometimes often the dog lies down and then sits up, and then these might slip off and not stay on. So we've come up with a new and improved version that we just launched. And what we did is we launched a little, if you can see it here in the front here, it's a little strap in the front that your dog's head would go over, and then can't really see well. This would go on the chest, and it can be adjustable. So this really keeps the leggings forward on your dog. It prevents them from sliding backwards.
I see. Okay.
On the back legs, we have a little drawstring leg opening, so you can tighten that once on your dog.
Oh, perfect.
Keep the back legs, so it's not going to, because often it's the back legs that come off, if they lie down and get up.
Right.
So these are intended to really stay on, and they've just been relaunched. So we're excited about those. We only have them on the website in small and large because we're waiting for our other sizes, but those should be here in a month.
Okay, perfect. What a great idea, and what a wonderful solution to a really tough problem, Otherwise you're covering your house in rugs or, whatever. But giving your dog independence and, ability to move on their own is so nice.
Yeah, because that's the same issue. You can buy the little sockies, the little dog socks, but again, there's no guarantee that they're going to stay on.
Yeah, exactly.
On the ankle, it's that same thing as the outdoor booty.
Right.
So that was, we always are really looking for ways to help dogs, and we look for feedback from customers. Take a lot of insight into what they're saying. We're now working on new products for this winter, again based on everything everyone tells us, because we very, very much want to make the products better. And every year we have sort of a new iteration or a new idea. So
that's great. I love the fact that you're continually improving your products as well, right? I think that's really important. And it only gets things better and better and helps more and more people. So I think it's really smart business practice to do as well. But I love that not everybody's like that. Not everybody listens to their customers so closely that they actually act on the feedback that they're getting. So I think that's fantastic. I think it's great. You have an ambassador program. Is that right? I'd love to know more about it and let our audience know more about it.
Right. So again, that came from customers reaching out. A lot of them actually very positively, just saying, you won't believe how many pairs of Walkee Paws I sold today, because people stopped me on the street and said, what are those? Where did you get them? And then they'll tell Walkee Paws. And I got to thinking, that's not really fair. If people are helping us to sell Walkee Paws, they should get something in return. So on our very latest batch of Walkee Paws, on our branded label here, we have a QR code. So if you're walking your dog merrily along the street and someone comes up and says, what are those and where can I get them? You can tell them to scan the QR code. It will take them to the website. And when you buy your Walkee Paws initially, you are offered the chance to sign up for what we call our ambassador program. It's just simple. Put in your email, sign up. You will then get a name. It will probably be your first name with a few letters, like Patty 5109 or something. You just remember that code. And then if you give the person that code, Patty 5109, and then someone buys a pair of Walkee Paws, they will get a 15% discount on their purchase. And with that code, you will then get 15% of the purchase back at the end of the month to you. So you will, make money for referring Walkee Paws, which we're doing really well with that. It's kind of just, it's snowballing. Sort of more and more people
I love that. Yeah. Well, and for folks that are looking for a little extra pocket change, I mean, that's a great way to do it. And all in the love of your pup, right? And who doesn't want to talk about their dogs all day long? So it's,
and it also makes it easy for them. So when people are stopping them and asking about them, having that QR code so they can easily just scan it makes it super easy for them to share that information as well. I love that.
And then what people have said is, can it rather be my dog's name rather than my name? So we can do that as well. If people contact customer service, we can change the name from Patty 3490 to Buster 29.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, so people are promoting it on Instagram with their dogs, and it's really, really cool. Very exciting.
I love that. I'm so happy. I really wish you continued success. This is such a really great product and offering, and I love the ambassador program and the ability for all of us to get involved. I just think it's great. If anybody wants more information about Walkee Paws, where would they go for more information?
Great. So they could go right to the website, walkeepaws.com. Just remember it's spelled with 2 E's. So it's WALKEE and then paws.com. Or if you just Google Walkee Paws, it will come up. And there's a lot of information on the website. They could reach out to Walkee Paws at walkeepaws.com to customer service with any questions.
Okay.
And I think, my biggest advice to people is just realize the very first time you get these things, you get them, you got to figure it out. You need to know how to put them on your dog. And it's kind of very simple. The heart goes towards the back of your dog, and the 2 connectors go towards the front. And then you've just got to tighten them to get them to the right height for your dog. And once it's all tight and adjusted, you're set to go. You may find your dog, as you saw in those videos, does that little funny walk. But the minute they get walking and they're going with them, they forget they're wearing Walkee Paws and they're super happy. And then when you come home, you don't need to do any adjusting. You just take them off, hang them on the doorknob, and you go. So it is a little bit of work in the very initial, time or two. Get used to it, for your dog to get used to it. But people tell us they're so happy they put the effort in initially, because thereafter super, super simple and super easy.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
So
No, and I think that's all in the design too. So I think that's great. I'm sorry, Lisa. Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's all in the design and why it makes it so easy for both the dogs and the pet parents to get used to using it after a really short kind of introductory period. I think that's fantastic. So for anybody that is interested,
it's because they adjust.
Oh no, go ahead. I think there's a delay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No worries, Patty. No, I was just saying what makes it easier is that they're adjustable. So within a size range, you can fit a shorter dog by having the straps be longer, or a taller dog where you'd have less straps. So that makes it, I was just going to say, easier for people.
No, I think that's great. And then if you have multiple dogs in your household, you can get them all adjusted for that particular dog. And then, the same product could work for multiple dogs. You can just get one for each one of them and then adjust them for their sizes, and then you're off and ready to go. So I think that's great. And again, even when you're not using the leggings, we love our leash. So I mean, we're kind of in a warmer climate right now, and we carry that leash everywhere we go. So there's Walkee Paws everywhere we are whenever we have our dog around. So I just love that. I think it's great. And for anybody else who's interested in giving them a try, we highly recommend it. It really is, these are things that we truly love. And Lisa is just amazing, and really happy to have her with us today and share all the wonderful news that's going on with her and with Walkee Paws. And if you'd like to give it a go, please go to walkeepaws.com and enter coupon code HeartHounds15, and you'll get 15% off your first order, and then sign up for the ambassador program, and you'll continue to get 15% off or 15% back every time someone purchases through your account. So I think that's great. Thank you so much, Lisa, for being with us today. I really, really mean it. It's so nice to have you back. Hope we can have you back again some other time when you got new and wonderful things to share with everybody.
I would love that. Thank you so much, Grace. So great to see you guys.
Great to see you too again. Thanks again.
Thanks,
Take care,
everyone.
everybody. Bye-bye.